Miss K?
Oh, we have so much to talk about.
You know, we got some fighters in the building one time. Let me get situated one time. You guys are big fans of MMA fight, right, Miss K? I know you're big MMA.
Oh, man.
But if you guys don't know, we got my man Osmar DeLima in the building one time. Osmar, say what's up to the people, sir.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me.
Osmar DeLima, you got a fight coming up, sir?
Yes, I'm fighting November 11th at Dragon House MMA. This will be in Oakland Marriott, November 11th, next Sunday.
And I see you brought some gold with you. You got 2 belts in here,
There's
Osmar.
some weight in the building.
So you got to tell the Big Body Radio family how you got these belts.
My first fight was in my first title fight was in 2010.
Okay.
At Rebel Fighter. That's a show they have in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Sacramento area. So I fought for the World Featherweight title, won, and then I defended the title about 5 months later, and I won the second belt. So
okay, so he got belts, Miss K.
All we bring in the building is
We only I was about to say that. We only talk to champ. You see, we got Kareem Hard-Hitting Mayfield.
Yep.
Now we got my man Osmar DeLima right here. And you fight in the 145 category, right, Osmar?
yeah, featherweight. That's 145 pounds.
So
fast little guys.
they be doing it, Miss K. Hey, real quick, where you from, Osmar?
Stop. I'm from Brazil.
So you from Brazil? A lot of Brazil. Jiu-Jitsu is one of your main things
Yes,
right there?
I
Okay.
started doing jiu-jitsu. I was 14 years old. So
How do you get into that? You can't just be in the park one day. Do you guys kind of get bred into it? Or just kind of like...
Oh, in Brazil, there's a lot everywhere, you know, Rio de Janeiro. I mean, all over, it's big now.
Yeah.
But when I came here, I was 12 years old, and
Okay.
in Brazil, they didn't have that. I didn't even know jiu-jitsu. I came here, and I met somebody when I was 14, and, you know, he was my first jiu-jitsu instructor, Flavio.
Yeah.
So I started training. So in '06, I was training for about 4 years, and you know, MMA started getting big, and my friends like, hey, you want to do a fight? And so like 2 days later, I did my first amateur fight.
Yeah.
And from then on, I fell in love with it.
How many amateur fights before you said, okay, I could do this thing for real now?
Well, before it was actually not even really amateur. It was like underground.
Okay.
They didn't have an amateur commission, athletic commission, which now they do.
Yeah.
So I only went 3-0, and they shut down all the events. We couldn't fight anymore, so I had to go pro. I was forced to go pro. So in 2007, I did my first pro fight, and everything else is history.
So now that you're a pro now, I mean, what's your record right now? I mean, you got 2 belts, but what's the record looking like right now?
My overall record is 10-2. 10
Okay.
wins, 2 losses. You know, I had a tough fight last February. Actually, this year, I had a shoulder surgery last year. I was off for a year. Fought in a heavyweight class, came back. I was rusty.
Oh, wait. You fought the wait a minute. You fought in the heavyweight class?
Heavier weight.
Oh, a heavier weight class. You trying to step in the big ring, but I mean, so how many pounds did you go up in the heavier?
Well, I was coming back from you know, I was 1.5 years off, and I was coming back from shoulder surgery. So I was like, you know, I should have taken the fight. And I took the title fight. So I fought at 155.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
After the fight, I wasn't that heavy. I was like 160. The other guy was like 170. You know, after the fight, and you know, 4 rounds, I was winning the fight. At the end, I got hit. I got, you know, TKO. You know,
what's a comfortable weight for you though? Is 145 your comfortable?
I mean, I walk around 170. But
yeah.
At 145, you know, you feel the difference. You go 10 pounds, 10 pounds up. Those guys are coming down from a lot of weight. You feel the difference.
But you guys fluctuate. I mean, that's a lot of weight, Miss K. I mean, but you guys can just shed it off so easily. I wish I could just be like, I mean, Polynesians wish they could shed 20 pounds like that.
Some ladies like, damn, I just wish instant, boom, 10 pounds gone.
So the guy you fighting over there in Oakland Marriott, who's this guy?
This guy's also a jiu-jitsu guy. He's a brown belt from a very respected school, Cesar Gracie. And, you know, that's all I know about him. He got a lot of submissions, you know, like I do. I have 10 wins, 10 first-round submissions. And,
First round.
First round. You don't waste too much time, Osmar. You don't waste too much time, huh?
Wow.
I don't like to play around. I want to get in there, get out, and go have fun.
What do you prefer to take your opponent? Do you prefer the submission? That's kind of more you guys craft, or you rather knock somebody's ass out?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yeah, you know, I mean, I can strike and I can stand up. You know, my last 2 fights, I was striking the whole time.
Yeah.
So the guys took me down, so I finished on the ground. I know I didn't want to go to the ground, but you know.
So you're more of a technical fighter. You're more of a just wrap his ass up into a pretzel, just make him say uncle and do all that stuff too. I mean, you don't have these 2 belts for nothing. Is all I'm saying.
Breaking some arms, you know.
It takes hard work. Yeah, I mean, jiu-jitsu. I've been training for 10 years, so it's it's my bread and butter. You know, I feel comfortable on the ground. You know, I
Yeah.
can do it all. I've been training Muay Thai for 6 years. I've been wrestling for 6 years too. But you know, I can do it all. But I fall back on jiu-jitsu.
I always wanted to ask the question: how do you fighters refrain from like being in a club and not wanting to just twist somebody's neck back? I mean, no, you guys are like registered, like you guys
Lethal
can't-
weapons,
lethal weapons. But you gotta have the dude in the club that just rub you the wrong way, knowing damn well you can switch him up and just break his leg in two. Do you ever get these conversations every now
Oh
and then?
yeah, all the time. And it's amazing when you're on the street. You know, the reason I got into fighting is because I was always fighting in the street.
Yeah.
You know, I was always looking for fights, and I was involved with gangs. So you know, that's the sport is a tool that God used to bring me out of that life. But you just want to show that. I mean, you really don't know how to fight when you're on the street and you're trying to gangbang. And
Exactly.
you just want to show that you know how to fight. But after a while, you start training and the discipline.
See, but you went the right way with it. I mean, a lot of people can look for a fight, but if you take that and get your skill, get your craft, like, you know what appeals to me, what's so funny? When they kind of walk by and the bigger dudes think they're just going to whoop their ass, and they just switch and just whoop the shit out of them. Then they just got mouthed up and be like, that dude just whooped that big dude's ass.
Exactly. And I mean, that's what's amazing about it, because after you train and you know you can beat somebody up and you can do all this stuff,
Yeah.
you really don't want to,
Exactly.
You look at the guy and you're like, man, you walk away.
Yeah.
And
Because you guys are more disciplined that way.
never
now.
got in a fight in the street after I started, I went pro.
Yeah.
It's,
Good for you.
yeah, it happens, guy, like you said, rub you the wrong way, and in the club, people drunk, they can't even fight. I mean,
Yeah,
they're drunk, they're like
exactly.
stumbling.
Exactly.
It's
But
amazing.
you get to put all that to use. I mean, you don't got these belts for nothing. Sunday, November 11th, the Dragon House MMA at the Oakland Marriott. Go out there and support my man Osmar De Lima. And you got your Twitter game thick right now, too. At Osmar De Lima, right?
Yes, that's right.
So look him up on Facebook as well. OSMARDELIMA. Any shout outs you want to say to everybody out there, the Big Body Radio family out there?
I just want to thank everybody, for, thank you, Jesus, for, that He takes care of me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm alive. And thank you guys for having me and all my sponsors. And I hope
You got to say what's up to the sponsors. Who's your sponsors out there?
There's so many. It's Liquid Nitro is one of the energy drinks.
Okay.
Fan TV, Filipino American TV.
Where are you from in the Bay Area, though?
I'm from Daly City.
Okay.
I grew up in South City. But
Yeah, it's my neighbor right there.
Neighbor.
Osmar's my South City comrade right
Yeah.
there.
There it is.
So he's representing not only Brazil, but he's representing South San Francisco right there. Sunday, November 11th, go watch him whoop this boy ass. And you don't have these 2 gold belts for nothing, Miss K.
It is not a game.
And so I thought, what school do you guys find out of? Want to shout out the school out?
World Team USA and Half Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Actually right here on Howard and 8th.
Okay, so look, make you a deal, Osmar. After you whoop this dude's ass,
All right.
you got to come back and tell us how you did it, all right?
That's right.
So Sunday, November 11th, Dragon House MMA. Go check my man Osmar out at the Oakland Marriott and do the thing and represent South City comrade right there, Miss K.
Get it.
By way of Brazil. Thank you, Mr. Osmar, for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll get back to our Coco Sexies, do a little something like this, little I Renee, little Ryan Leslie, BigBodyRadio.com, yo. Right on, brother.